Schedule a free design consultation, and the more you buy, the more you'll save on blinds, shades, shutters, and more from Budget Blinds. Visit budgetblinds.com today.
And Moses joins us on a desk with sports, and the atmosphere was just electric in Bonnyville for Game 6 between the Pontiacs and Lloydminster Bobcats.
Down 3-1. Bart, you knew the Bobcats had to do something. Game 5, they had some life. Looked pretty good coming out with a convincing win over the Yaks. Game 6, though, different story, as this one would come down to the wire. The tone was definitely set early in the first. Cody Fiala knocks down the tree trunk. Taylor Mulder with a thunderous hit. That actually was a check to the head penalty, and that led to this.
Trying to go cross box for Pernitsky, makes its way there. Tip, scores! Patrick Geary tipping it home. Gives the Cats a 1-0 lead.
Great tip there by Geary, first third of the playoffs. That opens the scoring. Moments later, Brinson Pasha gets into the hit column with a nice hit on Taylor Allen. He goes flying, but the Cats were soaring on the score sheet despite being outshot and out-hit. Devin Green continuing a stellar play, making 37 saves in this contest. Now, the string of luck runs out, however, in the second.
Here. Oh, he lost it. It was Fritz, but it's Steve Patrick in all alone. Great save. Green scores!
The Pontiacs finally get the breakthrough goal. Just enough zip on the shot by Steen Pashnik, 1-1 after 40. In the third, Green was shut down the door on Corey Santoro to keep this one tied, and we would need overtime. Just 49 seconds in, the puck squirts out to Dylan McCombie, and he is between the circles. And you know what? He scores. Bonnyville punches their ticket to the next round. 2-1 the final. Ponce advanced to their first ever North Division final for the first time in team history. Bobcats outshot 39-14 in this one, and you got to give a tip of the cap to 20-year-old Devin Green, who kept his team in it most of the time, not just in this game, but throughout the season. To recap the Bobcats' exit, here's Nerman Issa.
A heartbreaking overtime loss for the Lloydminster Bobcats as the Bonnyville Pontiacs take Game 6 by a score of 2-1. Now, from the moment the puck was dropped to the overtime game winner, the Pontiacs were in full control the entire game. Now, both sides agree that if it weren't for the play of Devin Green, this game would have been over in the first period.
Devin Green stood on his head. He gave us every opportunity for 60 minutes to turn the tables, and I mean, we're one shot away. As bad as we were, we're one shot away thanks to Devin Green. And you know, it's unfortunate, a little miscommunication, the very last play of the game, and you know, that's the one that you know, guys like Devin remember because they're so committed.
I just came out and I knew what was on the line, and obviously the emotions were high before the game. After the game, obviously you can tell in the room everyone was there, so just kind of laid everything I had on the line and hope for the best. And I mean, sometimes you get the wrong end of the stick, but I mean, great team I had in front of me, and all the best to them and all the best to the Bobcats.
One of the best performances I've seen in Devin Green here, that it could have been a different result had he not played so outstanding. He gave everything that he had there, and I was very, very impressed with his performance.
They came out to battle tonight. I mean, it was pretty obvious. They came out hard. They wanted to win, and it was a tough game.
And I'm proud of all those guys. They laid their hearts on the line, and I mean, we had some ups and downs from the time that everything happened at the trade deadline to now, but I think the guys, they kind of saw what they had to do, and they had to take things into their own hand, and we had to mesh even more as a team, and I think we did a very good job of that.
And seeing how this was Devin Green's final Junior A hockey game, many questions now remain when it comes to the roster, such as who will become the starting goalie. And with the team picking up many futures during the trades this season, we could expect a busy offseason for the Bobcats. Reporting from RJ Lalonde Arena, Nerman Issa, Newcap Sports.
Thank you, Nerman, for that, and best of luck to Devin Green in his career, no matter what he does. The man's an architect, a genius. I'm sure he'll do well for himself. Well, that is your first look at sports. Speaking of geniuses, Gerard Lampow has your weather details coming right up. After taking the North Conference semifinal series against the Lloydminster Bobcats on Sunday, the Bonnyville Pontiacs find themselves in unfamiliar territory. No Pontiac squad in their 23-year history has ever made it past the second round and into the North Conference Finals. Well, that was until yesterday. Aaron Bordato reports.
After missing out on a chance to put the Lloydminster Bobcats away for good in Game 5, the Bonnyville Pontiacs answered the bell in front of their record-setting crowd on Sunday. A 2-1 overtime thriller, which saw the Pontiacs take the series in a tough, physical playoff fashion.
We had to be physical, and we had to put them on their heels by getting pucks in behind them and making sure that we establish energy and momentum early.
I mean, our team's playing well right now. As soon as we play physical, I mean, we can take any team here.
With the victory, the Pontiacs advance to the Northern Conference Final and win a date with the #1 ranked Spruce Grove Saints in a series that sees the Ponts heavily outmatched and outgunned on paper.
We're going into the Spruce Grove series as a confident group here, and really our motto throughout the whole playoffs is why not the Bonnyville Pontiacs. I think that goaltending is going to play a big key. I believe that Troy Trombley can be a difference maker, and we know that if we want to create any type of success, then Troy's going to have to be at the top of his game.
With a .907 save percentage and 2.20 goals against average throughout the playoffs, Troy Trombley has been better than advertised after being acquired mid-season. And with the second best power play in the league, you can bet the Spruce Grove Saints will be firing on all cylinders.
We just got to take time and space away from them. Like you said, we're a physical team. We got to bang bodies and just take away time and space and not let their skilled guys have time to make plays. And if they don't have time, they'll be a little frustrated, and then I think we can jump on them.
Game 1 of the series will go Friday at 7 o'clock in Spruce Grove. Aaron Bordado, Newcap Sports.
Thank you, Aaron. Moving on to the minor midget provincials, the Lloydminster Rohan Raids were playing for a medal Sunday afternoon. It wasn't quite gold, but it was bronze, so it was pretty close. And they were taking on the CRAA Blue, who they'd beaten earlier in the week in the preliminaries 3-2. Team Blue got out to an early 1-goal lead, but 4 unanswered in the second gave the Raids the momentum. They got some additional players from the Bantam AAA Heat and make a difference in this one. Chase Waters got the Rage on the board, and what a season for the Rage as they walk away with the bronze medal. 5-4 was the final at the provincial championships. Now, the Bonnyville Pontiacs forward, Mitch Fritz, as you saw earlier in that story, made a lasting impression with his lacrosse-style goal Friday night. The highlight already has garnered media attention from national and international media. But here at Newcap Sports, we got the inside scoop from the man himself. Fritz leads the way on our Newcap Sports Plays of the Week. And a warning, after you watch the goal, you might have the sudden urge to flip out.
Brinson Pashnak down for Fritz.
I got down to opportunity. I kind of looked over my shoulder. Nobody's pushing me from behind, and nobody's in front of me, so thought, why not try it out?
Fritz, the 20-year-old. Fritz tries to Crosby. It scores!
We never use stick wax, and one thing he said to me was that it helps the puck stick to my blade, coach. You know, I says, well, when are you ever going to use something like that anyway in a game? And sure enough, when he scored the goal, he comes by the bench and winks at me and says, see, coach, that's when I can use it in a game.
Like for him to have the, I guess for lack of better words, the nuts to pull that off, that frickin' props to him.
Back in he comes. What a move! Kyle turns in front, scores! Highlight reel, turns to stone. R.J. Hunter for 3. Curtis Lazar's having a little post-game snack right now.
Plays of the Week is brought to you by Northwell Oilfield Equipment Rentals. For the best equipment, go to Blue, the original Blue. One call will get it all. Northwell Rentals.
Well, that moment with Dylan McCombie sliding across the ice to celebrate with his team, it doesn't get old, I'll tell you that much. Just a few quick notes for you. The Adam Female Blazers ladies team were at the Provincials in Camrose, and they captured gold. The team boasted 4 of the top 10 goal getters from the tournament. Taylor Robinson led the way with 18 goals and 29 points. Talk about a sniper. Congrats to all the ladies for a fantastic weekend. And remember, one more thing, the Lakeland region and the surrounding area, make sure you get to vote. Kraft Hockeyville is open till 10 p.m. Mountain Time, and the town of Bonnyville is in the running. So if you'd like to vote, just go visit kvh2015.ca. Well, that's all the time we have in sports. We'll have more Newcap news and weather for you coming up after the break.